So welcome to my class, and in this I'm going to talk about marginal cost. Now what is marginal cost? It is the addition made to the total cost by producing one more unit of a commodity. That's what is the marginal cost. So I want you to have a look while I quickly go through it. So the definition goes as, you can define it as the increase in total cost when one extra unit of output is produced. That is marginal cost. And so when you are working it out, like for example, it is how do we so we talked about total cost. So marginal cost of the last unit is equal to total marginal cost of any unit is equal to total cost of the last unit minus total cost of the previous unit. Or we can also say it is change in total cost upon change in quantity. So we can also talk about that. We can also say that since fixed cost does not change, total cost is equal to total fixed cost and total variable cost. So there's a change in the total costs are brought about by total variable costs. So marginal cost is, we can say, as an increase in the total variable cost that results from an extra unit of output. So we can also say that marginal cost is change in total variable cost upon change in quantity, the output. So having said that, we can say that, look here, after talking about this, we can easily say that marginal cost in the short run can be estimated both from total cost or from the total variable cost. Okay, so as we pointed out, MCN is equal to TCN minus TCN minus 1, and we can also write MCN is equal to TVC n minus TVC n minus 1, total variable cost of the last unit minus total variable cost of the previous unit. So this is how we can also talk about the marginal cost, as you see. Now, having done that, I just want you to see this table in order to be very clear about what we are doing. So we can understand the concept of marginal cost with the help of this table, which is given here, so the table shows that the marginal cost is a change in total cost or total variable cost as a result of change in the output. Now let's just see marginal cost. You can see this column, the marginal cost column. There are two. One is by the total cost. The first one is total cost of the last unit minus total cost of the previous unit. Now let's see the fourth column where the total cost is given. So first, of course, at 0 level, marginal cost is not given, so is dash, it cannot be calculated. So in the next one, we see the nth unit now is 18, and the previous one is n minus 1 is 10. So 18 minus 10 is equal to 8. So then when the second output is produced, then the total cost is 23. So that becomes now the nth cost, TCN minus TCN minus 1. The previous was 18 rupees. So 23 minus 18. So you get is 5. So that is your marginal cost. Now suppose again in this hypothetical example, we have when the third unit is produced, the total cost gets to be 26. Now 26 is the total cost of the last unit minus the previous one, that is 23. 26 minus 23 is equal to 3. So the marginal cost comes to 3. Okay, so then again 3 rupees. Now let's just take the fourth unit of output which is produced, and the total cost in producing those 4 units is 30 rupees. Now in that you want to find out what has been the additional cost to producing that fourth unit. So that is 30 rupees minus 26 is equal to 4. So you see that in this we see that the marginal cost till here is falling. And then when we produce the fifth unit of output, then the total cost incurred is 36. So 36 is now becomes the nth unit, the last unit of total cost, and the previous is n minus 1. So 36 minus 30 is equal to 6. Is that clear? So you see there's a rising cost now. The cost has started rising, the marginal cost. That means addition made to the total cost by producing one more unit of output. Now we see that is actually increasing. Now let's take the sixth unit. If your sixth unit of output, if we produce, then what do we notice? That the total cost now is 45. So 45 will be the last unit of the total cost, that is total cost of the last unit, that's 45 minus the previous n minus 1 would be 36. So 45 minus 36 is 9 and so on. Now let's take the other column. Let's just take the TVC. So here we are going to take the TVC, total variable cost. Now in this again we notice that the marginal cost can be calculated by total variable cost simply because the total fixed cost remains fixed and the change in total cost is brought about by the total variable cost. Now look at this. Let's take the first three columns. At 0 output, total fixed cost is 10, so total variable cost is nothing, and so the total cost is 10. Okay. Now in the next, when we produce one unit, its total fixed cost is 10, it remains constant. Total variable cost now is 8. And so 10 plus 8 is 18. And in the next unit produced, that is 2 units, then the total fixed, as you see, remains fixed at 10 and the total variable cost increases to 13. So 10 plus 13 is 23. So do you notice that? Now what happens is that we see that the total cost is increasing because of the total variable cost. Now marginal cost, as we just defined it, it is the increase in the total cost when one extra unit of output is produced. And the total costs are increasing, as we saw here, due to total variable cost and not because of total fixed cost. That is a given. That is there. So now let's take the last column here. This one. The last column. And this, what do you notice? That when the firm, a hypothetical firm, produces 1 unit of output, what happens? The total variable cost is 8. So that is TVCN, that is the last unit, minus the previous is 0. So the total variable cost is 8. 8 minus 0. Now look at the total variable cost column now. Now 13, when the second unit is produced, so 13 is the variable cost. So that becomes the last TVCN, and the previous is n minus 1, that is 8 rupees as TVC. So 13 minus 8 is equal to 5 rupees. So that is marginal cost is 5 rupees. So then we go to the third unit, and in the third unit we see that the total variable cost increases by 16. And so by how much does it increase? That is, again we see 16 minus 13 is equal to 3. So let's take the fourth unit. What is the total variable cost here? 20 rupees. And by how much has it increased? That is last unit. So what is the marginal cost? Last unit, that is 20 minus 16. So that 20 is the last unit minus 16. That is the previous unit. TVCN minus TVCN minus 1. So 20 minus 16 is equal to 4 rupees. That's the marginal cost. So again we see that there is falling of the marginal cost, and now we see when the producer produces the fifth unit, what happens? The total variable cost increases to 26. The total variable cost is 26. So let's take that. That becomes the last unit minus the previous unit. So what is the previous unit? 20. And we see 26 minus 20 is equal to 6. So on. Now it starts rising. And let me tell you, children, let me tell you that this is based on the law of variable proportions. That means increasing costs after a point. Okay. So when they are diminishing returns, they are increasing costs. So this is basically what we are really doing in marginal cost, and I'm sure you must have understood. So you can get a question. I mean, when you, okay, you know, I haven't plotted it, so that's going to be a homework. You're going to plot the MC curve. The marginal cost curve you're going to plot and show based on the data that we've just shown, and I've just shown you in the table that you've just seen. So what do you notice? That the marginal cost curve is U-shaped. Now what happens? So if you plot those, you will get a marginal cost curve. Initially, marginal cost falls, like we just saw. Tell me, till where did it fall? Till the fourth unit, right? Okay, no, till, yeah, and then it starts rising. Then it starts rising, as you see. So this is what you're just going to, because I just have shown you how it goes about. So it is U-shaped. The reason behind U-shape of the marginal cost curve is the operation of the law of variable proportions. This law states that as units of a variable input are increased, marginal product first rises and falls. So here we are talking about product. We are talking about laws of returns. So laws of variable proportions. So when marginal product rises, short run marginal cost of production falls. And when marginal product falls, short run marginal cost of production rises. As a result, it is U-shaped. So you just in this, just remember one thing, that it's the total variable cost which is equal to summation of the marginal costs. And when you're talking about total cost, it is summation of marginal cost, but it has also total fixed cost initially. So you have to make sure that you understand that. So in the next class, we're going to do the relationships, the various relationships.